Alright, got the top flight 800 millimeter A1 Skyraider, top flight, no, top hobby, top hobby maybe is what it's called. It's sold by HobbyKing. 800 millimeter with a 3S system, 1300 milliamp battery. It's not its Maiden. I've flown it a few times and crashed it a few times. This was going to be the Maiden with the ordinance installed. I put magnets and everything so that it wasn't permanently glued on. But I also brought it out for its Maiden and ended up crashing it then too. Got a little exuberant on takeoff, got a little nose up attitude, didn't add throttle, thought I got it corrected, went into a stall spin. Bummer. Thankfully no real damage, nothing to glue black in place. Ordnance all flew off with the magnets, so that was good. So anyway, got about a 5-mile-an-hour wind. It was a little better when I got here. It's starting to pick up, so gonna give it a shot here, see how it goes. Don't know if you saw any of that. So, all right, no time like the present. Left is left, and the ailerons, right is right. Right, left, up, down. Throttle cuts off. All right. I definitely have a pitching moment with the added ordinance, and or the location of the battery might be a little far forward. So we'll fly cruise mode for a minute. And it is diving, so a little more drag with that ordinance, as should be expected. A little more trim, nose up trim.
Time remaining 6 minutes.
I gotta get it down here. Gonna do some flybys here, into the wind preferably. Let's see if we can get it down here. It seems to be behaving. Do some approaches and get my confidence build up on this landing approach. I think I need to move out a little and get a better view of my obstacles. And no flaps on this thing. It's 4-channel, no safe. Just got a basic sport receiver. It's got a Spectrum receiver in it. I forget, a 6210 or something along those lines. Definitely more drag with all those rockets. It's got 6 rockets per wing. It's got a fuel tank on each wing, and it's got one big center bomb.
Time remaining 4 minutes. Cruise mode.
But it's flying as expected. Other than a little more drag, it's doing its thing. It's not too terribly unpredictable like I thought it might be. It pretty much flies like it's always flown. So, not bad.
Cruise mode.
Doesn't look like anything's fallen off yet. So the magnets are working.
Cruise mode.
The rockets are held on by 3mm by 1mm round
Time remaining.
magnets.
Cruise mode.
Got them off of Amazon. The two fuel pods and the big bomb are held on by a 5mm by 3mm round magnets. Cylinder magnets, whatever you want to call them. Got those both off Amazon. They're working real good.
Cruise mode.
One thing I did mess up on the very beginning as I was putting rockets on, so I didn't make sure that the magnets were at the right polarities to be super attractive. So one of the magnets I did ended up being reverse and opposed itself. So it didn't want to hold on the back side of the rocket. Front side grabbed, but the back magnet didn't hold on. So I dug it out, glued it back in, and looky here, it's working pretty good. Now the trick is, do they hold on for landing? I know they don't hold on for crashes, so.
Cruise mode.
That looks about the approach I want. There's some friggin' gutters over here though, so hate to hit the gutters and lose the ordinance down there, so.
Cruise mode.
I may go out one more pole and just do a crosswind landing. Let's see what that looks like. All right, was not a bad approach. And did everything hang on? All right, got all the rockets, fuel pods and bomb. Sweet. Good flight, that was fun. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. All right, so I know I didn't show it. I just talked about it, so quick clip here of magnetic ordinance. See that? They just fall off. And there's that 5mm. And then on the little rockets, you can see the tiny 3mm. Then on one on the big bomb in the center. And you can see it, how they're all magnetically, and they just drop into place. Grab hold. Boom. These ones are marked to keep straight. They pretty much jump, grab a hold. They're all glued in with foam tack. So there you go. Oh yeah, got up.
Cruise mode. 10, 9,
Oh,
8.
start that timer over. It's the next battery pack.
Cruise mode.
Throttle up, going downwind.
Cruise mode.
This little tiny airplane has been a challenge. 800 millimeter. I started out with a tiny Champ. Learned to fly on it with like 0 wind days. I moved up to a 1.3 Carbon Cub S Plus, and been flying the tar out of that thing. And then I got about a 1 meter, I think it's 985 Old Tower Hobbies Hellcat. Also 4-channel like this, no flaps, no gear, similar to this thing. I've been flying that, and a few months ago, 3 months ago maybe, I got this thing, 800 millimeter. It's pretty small. But it has also taught me a lot about the warbird pull to the left on takeoff and torque rolls. It will torque roll on you if you do a slam on the throttle takeoff kind of thing. Just firewall and try to firewall it and take off. You'll stall, you'll torque roll, you do all that stupid stuff. So I've learned a lot, and it's small, so it's a lot quicker to exhibit those tendencies, and it's a lot quicker to happen. So learning a lot on this thing. Crashed it a few times, but kind of better I crash this than a bigger model. Put that rudder back to neutral. Seems like it's rolling, or is it the wind? Is it rolling? I think it's just the wind, because now it's rolling left. So I think it keeps tracking to the wind. No need to trim. Try to loop, no good. Try it again. That was a little better. Roll out. It'll do a roll pretty good. It's fairly quick on the roll right. And the ordinance is hanging on the magnets I got it installed on through the loops and the rolls. Let's do a click down. 3 minutes left on this battery. Ooh, I think I got a little slow on the throttle there. Had to kick it back up to cruise mode. Almost looked like it was stalling in my left turn, but maybe I just didn't correct with the elevator enough. Got into too many maneuvers over there. Got a bit of altitude. It is the smallest RC plane I have, aside from the Champs. Say the smallest warbird I have. The Champ is smaller by a little bit, wingspan wise. Alright, 1 minute. That last one was a good approach. Let's see how this goes. Got pretty much a cross one here. From right to left, you can see it tracking. It's gonna be a challenge. See if we can keep from dragging a wing, flipping it over. Keep the ordinance on. Alright, let's see if we can put it down this time. Walk over here a bit. Oh, hey, dipped a wing, but landed.